Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Greenville of a fire that occurred on Rosewood Drive about 30 to 40 minutes ago. Here's a look at the image we had earlier. This is right behind Clark LeClaire on Rosewood Drive. You can see the smoke coming out through the trees. Right now we've adjusted our pirate cam to give you an updated look at that same general area, not really seeing the same sort of smoke we had earlier. But again, this was around 8:20 to 8:30 when that pulse point alert came out that a fire was going on. But right now, again, with that lack of smoke, it does look to be under control. We had seen some flashing lights of first responders there through the trees earlier. But again, right now, we are still waiting for more information on that. We're going to check to see. We do actually have one of our reporters heading out there to see if we can grab any live footage. Unfortunately, that shot is not set up quite just yet. If we get that through the next 10 minutes, we will bring that those images to you. But for right now, again, things look to be calming down with this situation. And we also want to highlight an Enfield shooting investigation that has led to an arrest. Nikita Bobbitt was charged with assault with a deadly weapon inflicting serious injury after police say she was involved in a shooting 2 days ago. Police said they identified the 38-year-old as a suspect in Tuesday night shooting near 315 Nash Street. Warrants say that Bobbitt assaulted Jaquela Mitchell with a gun. Bobbitt is being held in jail under a $25,000 secured bond. She is scheduled to appear in court on Thursday. And New Bern city officials are trying to warn businesses and contractors specifically about scammers sending phishing emails posing as the city to get money. City of New Bern says scammers find out who's applying for new construction projects through public information, and then they send those people emails. The phishers use the city's logo and employees' names to create a fake invoice and solicit fees through wire transfers. The emails come from the domain usa.com. If you come across one, the city says you should delete it immediately. The city reminds the public that it does not accept wire transfers for any payments. And now we want to turn our attention to your weather forecast. Again, it's a very sunny day today, but it has started out chilly. Air temperatures starting to come out of the 40s though and get into the 50s. We still have 46 degrees right now in Roanoke Rapids, Swan Quarter, along with Greenville. Currently 49 degrees in Williamston, along with Washington, 45 in Ahoskie. The rest of eastern North Carolina either sitting at 50 degrees or warmer. We will again be cooler than average today, likely getting into the mid, possibly upper 60s. Sunshine plentiful, but winds will be still blowing in out of the north. That's going to help keep everything, again, a little bit cooler than what I think many of you may want when you look up in the sky and see that sunshine. Right now, winds blowing in at about 4 to 8 miles an hour for inland areas. As you get closer to the water, it's more of a 7 to 15 mile per hour breeze, 14 mile per hour wind in Stumpy Point, 13 in Manio, 7 in Hatteras. So for this afternoon, here's what to expect. 62 degrees by the time we reach 1 p.m., 65 by 2. And then hitting our high between around 66, 67, possibly 68 degrees between around 3 to 4 p.m. You note those winds coming up in speed from what we're seeing right now. But I don't think we're going to be seeing, again, the breeziest of winds. A little bit lighter than what we had yesterday. Now, those winds should continue to calm down as we head overnight tonight. And that brings us to our end zone forecast. We've got some big games happening tonight. 56 degrees by 7, 8 p.m. 53 degrees, and by 9 we're down to 51. So if you are heading to any of the games, make sure you bundle up and get ready for a bit of a chill because again, it will get cold and it will do so quickly. You're going to want to have a jacket or maybe a blanket or something to keep yourself toasty during that third and fourth quarter. Coming up for tomorrow morning, mid to upper 40s as we wake up, getting into the low 50s by 9, mid 60s by 11, and then we will approach the 70-degree mark by lunchtime, certainly surpassing it as we head into the afternoon. Note the winds southwesterly. That is a sign we're going to be seeing warmer temperatures, which obviously you can see there on your screen, but more so it is another sign that we've got a cold front that's approaching eastern North Carolina. Whenever we've got southwesterly winds this time of year, usually we have a cold front rolling over the east within 1 to 3 days after those southwesterly winds first show up. And wouldn't you know it, coming up on Sunday, we will have a cold front rolling through eastern North Carolina. But this is going to be a fairly messy passage of that cold front. High pressure system you're seeing over the Carolinas, again, will continue to fade and weaken. Off to the west, you can see, again, we've got that larger system rolling in, but there's going to be several boundaries kind of all tried to pack into a smaller area. They won't all combine into one, which obviously would make it a little bit more of an impressive system. They're going to stay separate, and that's going to really limit the amount of moisture and energy that those showers and storms could provide us. Behind it, area of high pressure, and that's going to really clear us up for kind of the middle of next week. But we do need to touch on the tropics really quick before we wrap up. Right now, we've got 2 areas of concern. Right now, one is off of our coast. That was actually the low pressure system that had the cold front that affected us last weekend. That is now being tracked by the National Hurricane Center, which gives it a 10% chance of tropical development over not only the next 48 hours, but over the next 7 days. Not anticipating much out of that system. And even if we do see anything, it's heading out to sea, not going to be affecting eastern North Carolina. This one, however, has a little bit more of an impressive signature as we speak. Right now, cluster of thunderstorms in the central southern Atlantic has that system heading towards the Caribbean, where National Hurricane Center is indicating it has a 30% chance of development once it reaches the Caribbean. Next name's up on the list, Melissa, followed by Nestor. So 8-day forecast. We've got, again, the cold start today. It'll be another chilly one early on tomorrow morning. But then again, we'll warm up pretty rapidly through the day with the sunshine along with the southwesterly winds. 78 degrees on Sunday, sees a 40% chance of rain show up late Sunday evening into Sunday night. Some of those showers could carry over into Monday morning, but it's not going to cover up the entirety of your Monday. Just, again, maybe a few morning drops on the eastern side of Highway 17. And then from there, we've got another cold front, what looks to be like a dry cold front coming in late Tuesday night into Wednesday. Now, Tuesday will be one of those days where we again see southwesterly winds helping boost those air temperatures back up into the mid 70s. But then after that, upper 60s planned for Wednesday, and we kind of hold around that range on Thursday and Friday. Well, that's all we have time for today's 9 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic Friday.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by ENC Pirate Realty.